Now we are going to see the assignment and some exercise problems in the elastic properties of materials, that is module 2. We have seen almost 9 sessions where we have seen all the theory part and some numericals also were explained in the previous sessions. Now we go with a little small assignment like the multiple choice answers or multi-correct answers and little exercises. Now this is assignment 1. It is like a quiz, you can say, or multiple choice questions. A small activity after the end of the session. Which of the following is not elastic? Quartz, steel, rubber and putty. Elastic. Which of the following is not elastic? Quartz, steel is elastic than rubber. Rubber is also elastic but lesser elastic than steel. Quartz is also elastic. So putty is a plastic material where once it deformed, it retains its shape. In that way, it doesn't regain its shape. Therefore, putty is not a elastic. It is a plastic. Example of plasticity or plastic body is nothing but a putty. Once you give an external force, it deforms its shape and remains in that shape. That behavior is called as plasticity, and that is, so therefore putty is not a plastic. Putty is not a elastic, it is a plastic. Next is annealing. Annealing is a process of heating and then you need to choose cooling slowly, rapid cooling, both A and B or none. Annealing is a process of heating and then cooling slowly. So option A is correct. Annealing is a process of heating and then cooling slowly. So A is the correct option. Next is strain hardening. Strain hardening is a process of making metal soft by adding impurities, metal harder by plastic deformation, heat treatment to decrease the yield point. What is strain hardening? Is a process of making, you need to select any of the 4 options. First option, metal soft by adding impurities. By adding impurities, metal becomes hard. So option A is wrong. Metal harder by plastic deformation. Yes, strain hardening is a process of making metal harder by plastic deformation. Heat treatments, this is different treatment to make the metal hard, but it is not related to strain hardening. But strain hardening is a process of making metal harder by plastic deformation. To decrease the yield point is also not an option because strain hardening increases the yield point. So out of all, the best choice is metal harder by plastic deformation. The other 3 options are opposite to that of strain hardening. So strain hardening is nothing but making the metal harder by plastic deformation, which increases the yield point. So option B is correct. Now next is Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio is lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Option B, beta by alpha. C, both A and B, and D, longitudinal strain by lateral strain. This is little bit confusing. What is Poisson's ratio? It is lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Lateral strain is denoted by beta and longitudinal strain is denoted by alpha. So both A and B, that is option C, where both A and B are correct, is the right choice. Longitudinal strain by lateral strain, option D is a reverse. So this is not a correct answer. So option C is the correct answer for the 4th question. Poisson's ratio is both A and B. It can be defined as beta by alpha or lateral strain by longitudinal strain. The denotions are beta by alpha. Next, 5th one. Relation between Young's modulus and longitudinal strain coefficient is y is equal to 1 by beta. Is this statement true or false? Remember, longitudinal strain coefficient is denoted by alpha. So y is equal to 1 by beta. This is wrong. It should be y is equal to 1 by alpha. Therefore, this statement is false. Next, expression for k in terms of alpha and beta. Now there are 4 expressions. You need to choose the best option out of this. A, k is equal to 1 by 3 into alpha plus 2 beta, and k is equal to 1 by 3 into alpha minus 2 beta, and k is equal to 1 by 2 into alpha plus beta, and k is equal to 1 by 2 into alpha minus beta. If you look at the first two options A and B, we have already derived these expressions. A and B, there is a little difference. Only thing is denominator becomes positive in A and denominator becomes negative in the, that means alpha minus 2 beta in denominator for B and alpha plus 2 beta in the denominator for the choice A. If you look at the derivation and if you do the derivation, the option B will be correct. K is equal to 1 by 3 into alpha minus 2 beta. So for the sixth question, sixth multiple choice, answer option B is the correct one. Next, seventh, limiting values of Poisson's ratio. That is, Poisson's ratio lies between -1 and 0.5. We have seen this expression in the previous sessions. So limiting value, maximum value, lower limit of sigma is -1 and upper limit is 0.5. So it should be less than that. That sigma should be greater than -1 and less than 0.5. So this statement is true. Next, the layer of uniform beam which do not undergo any change in its dimensions when the beam is subjected to bending within the elastic limits. That means the layer of beam which do not undergo any change in its dimensions when the beam is subjected to bending within the elastic limit. Now we have to define this. A is neutral surface, B is neutral axis, both A and B, and none. Here it is not the axis that has been defined, it is a layer of a beam. So it should be the surface, that is option A, neutral surface should be the correct answer. The layer of uniform beam which do not undergo any change in its dimensions when the beam is subjected to bending within the elastic limit. So option A will be the correct choice because it is a layer, it is not the axis of the uniform beam, it is a layer of the uniform beam, the layer becomes a surface, so option A is the correct answer. Next, ninth one, beams are used in A, fabrication of trolleyways, B, in the elevators, C, in the construction of platforms and bridges, and D, all the above. So beams we have seen simple beam, continuous beam, single cantilever beam and fixed beams. In this, after that we have to explain the engineering applications of beams where these are all applications of beams. Therefore option D, all the above is the correct choice. Next, 10th one, a rigid body is suspended by a wire clamped to a support and body executes to and fro tuning motion with the wire as its axis is called. So a rigid body is suspended by a wire clamped to a support and the body executed to and fro tuning motion. That is to and fro tuning motion with wire as its axis is called. That is a twist, it is nothing but the torsional pendulum. So this becomes a torsional pendulum. Simple pendulum is to and fro motion where the wire is not twisted, but here the wire is making a tuning motion, that is twisted. So it is simple pendulum, it's not a simple pendulum, it's not a rigid pendulum, and it should be the torsional pendulum. Next, 11th, rigidity modulus can be determined using torsional pendulum. So we have seen the applications of torsional pendulum where rigidity modulus can be determined using a torsional pendulum. So this is the statement is true, therefore option A is correct. So these are few, the answers are being given over here, you can verify it. Next, here I have given few exercise problems. Calculate the angular twist of a wire of length 0.3 meters and the radius of cross section 0.22 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. When torque is given as 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Newton meter is applied, rigidity modulus of the material is 8.2 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton per meter square. That means length is given, radius is given, and torque is given, rigidity modulus is given. You need to calculate theta. And this similar type of problem is already explained in the previous sessions. You just take it, calculate, torque is given. So rearrange the terms, value of theta can be determined using the formula. Since it is rigidity modulus and torque tau is given, calculate C and you can find the value of theta. Next, a brass wire of length 1 meter, 0.01 meter square in selection is clamped firmly in a horizontal position at one end. A weight of 1 kg is applied at the other end. What depression would be produced? Y of brass is given 9.78 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton per meter square. So what is being given here? The bar of length 1 meter and 0.1 meter square. in selection area is clamped firmly in the horizontal position at one end. That means area is given, length is given, and weight of 1 kg. Depression of what would be the depression, that means why not you have to calculate, and Young's modulus has been given. So it is a single cantilever. Take the expression for single cantilever. It is already example problem. Numericals are changed. Please continue and get the value of pi naught. Next, a wire of length 2 meters and radius 2 mm is fixed to the center of the wheel. A torque of magnitude 0.0395 Newton meter is applied to twist the wire. Find the rigidity modulus of the wire if the angular twist is 0.38 radians. So here twist is given, rigidity modulus has to be calculated, and the torque is been given with the radius. So torque is given, and rigidity modulus you have to calculate when the twist is been given. Calculate, and it is also a numerical problem, it is also an example which we have already done it. Rearranging the terms, calculate eta, and the value of answer is being given. Thank you.